What's up, guys? Toby, 50 Baits. Today, been feeling a little crap, man. Sinuses got bad. We're going old school. I even had to go old school on my sinuses. You know, if you're old school, well, you know, my age, 50-ish and over, you probably remember rocking rye, stuff like that to get rid of your congestion and stuff like that. So I went old school. Today we're going old school again today. We're going old school with the MF Craw. Again, Mr. Ngraves Mold. Look at this. This just reminds me of baits we used to get back in the day. I mean, before baits started getting real pretty, I think, if any of you guys remember, Man's was probably, I think, the first pretty looking, looking baits or whatever. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. I'm shooting me some craws, so again, no measuring, but it's just gonna be green pumpkin pink. And we're going to show a little difference in the pinks. And we're going to shoot this mold for the first time. You can see brand new steel. Clamping again, don't know, but it's a little bigger mold, a little bit wider. So, we're still going to stick with 6 of these spring clamps. And just like I always do, I always still try to come up underneath that runner. Because you don't care if you get a problem in a runner. You care about the problems in the bait. So we're gonna put 6 on there. We're gonna shoot her and see how she does. Old school color straight green pumpkin, but we're gonna add. Let me put this back because I'll probably have to reheat it. Just a second. But we're gonna add my I hope that fan ain't too loud. We're gonna add my pink. This has been really good in green pump. Golly, I'm giving away way too many colors. But if you get like, and nothing wrong with this flake, I got this from Barlow's, but that's the metallic pink. And you see, it's more like a rose color. You know, I don't know if I'll ever use that. So anyway, we'll be rocking that pink right there, which is, what has been catching down here, and let's get started on this stuff. So I've already done it. I keep green pumpkins going. I just added a little plastic here. You can see we got the green pumpkin, black flake, and we're going to add some more pink. The pink, I didn't go quite as thick on the green pumpkin this time as I usually do. This stuff will, a real thick green pumpkin. I almost give this an orangish down further in the bait, and closer to the top, is of course pink. But this is my 040 pink. We're just going to add some more to it. We're going to add a good bit because I like it. Again, if you don't know, I got this flake available if you're interested. Sampler packs. I got 1 ounce jars for $4 and 2 ounce jars for $7.50. Just the orange, the green, yellow, and the pink stuff holds up well if you're new here and don't know. But oh yeah, green pumpkin pink. Let me see if I think I might want to go a hair thicker though. I do love my green pumpkins thick. I don't know why, I just seem to get more bites on them that way. The thicker they are, or the more green, like a bold dark green, almost a brownish black. But all this is green pumpkin from Lure Works. More than positive it's 109. Can't see the label anymore. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy thick with it, but I do want it a little thicker. So we'll just add 5 more drops there to see what we come up with. But looking at this crawl, man, it's old school. It's the MF Craw, because I believe he said this was a crawl that MF had back in the 70s, 80s, something like that. So we're going to do this one more time. It's cold. Got the window open, fan going, so everything is setting up a little bit quicker. So that's what we're gonna shoot. We're gonna go old school, baby, with a new school flair with the pink, but you know. Imagine being old school. I wonder what they did before microwave, because I remember when we got our first one. And I wonder how did y'all, any old timers here that did baits before microwaves? If so, spread some knowledge, man. Let me know how y'all did it. Leave me a comment. Oh yeah. And I went heavy on that pink too, because man, it's been good. Any kind of bottom bait, trailers, grubs for jigs, craws. It's been a really good color. It's been getting bit. Let's go ahead and shoot it. It's starting to get low temperature wise, so injector is freezing cold. But we're gonna do it anyway, because that's what we do. Not sure how much this takes, but it's 3 cavities, just a little crawl. Probably shouldn't take a whole lot of plastic. We're gonna hold pressure just a minute. Just a minute. And like I said, pressure's not pushing. It's just, putting a little weight, just your fingertip or something, just holding it down there. But what I don't want to do is let it start setting up all the way up to the injector, because I did that the other day. And sorry about the last video. The winter will be coming up this week before I leave for Louisiana. New camera, man, it looked great when I edited it, but when I uploaded it, for some reason, it just, like it zoomed it in or something. So, going back old school again, back to just the phone. Come on, you gonna draw down or not? I don't think you are. Or not that far anyway. So, sorry about that. Wish the video would have been better. When I did watch it back, I was like, my gosh, man, what? Why did it upload like that? But anyway, that was that's the baits from then that we made. The motor oil red flake and my version of moon dust. That blue highlight with them blue rupees. Just makes that highlight do a little bit more, man. It just boom, yeah. Boom, yeah. So, that's the deal for guys already got the flake. I hope you're liking it. Does great in crappie baits, man, like I've shot before. One guy wants to see the pink and purple. I promise you I'm going to do it. I just don't want to do the same video over and over and over, I guess, but I'll do them and at least show them. You know what I mean? I'll get it done some point in time. So, back to old school things. Jelly worms, cream worms. Those are when I was younger, early teen or whatever, I guess you'd say. Those were like the worms we had. And then Mans, I guess Mans was already out, but I wasn't like buying a whole lot of stuff because I was a kid, I had no money. Mans come out with the jelly worms and baits started looking a little bit better and better. But old school, man, hasn't been seen in a while. So next time I'm bass fishing, which is gonna, I don't know, man, I'm on them slabs and crappie, and it's hard to come off of them, man. I love catching them things. I love eating them. So, we'll see. But next time I go, because tournament time will be starting up before too long. So I got to get ready. Have an idea what the bass are doing. But, I'm old bank, finessey kind of guy, but not finessey, but slow. I like pitching baits. I like soft plastics. Not a big power fisherman. Crankbait, stuff like that. But, if they biting on that, that's what we got to go for. But, so coming up springtime, I'm sure it'll be jerk bait, spinner baits, stuff like that, when spring gets here. Right now, I'm focused on ducks, because big cold front coming. We're going to leave right after the front. Bam, it'll be money. So, I think we're about set up now. Oh yeah, we set up good. Let's look at this MF Craw. God, I love it, dude. It's just old school. Almost gives you like a big, to me, like a big grass shrimp. They started to come out on me, but little legs. Reminds me of like a big grass shrimp. I think that's gonna be killer. I think it will be deadly in that little bait right there. So, I don't know. What do y'all think, man? I can't wait to try them. Let's take it out. Got a good feel on everything. First time shooting it, and we filled all the little tentacles and everything. First shoot. Bam! Didn't mess it up neither, Mr. Graves. These are available again at Ngraves Bait Molds. I just love peeling new baits out. How everything sort of come together, didn't it? The sun do it. Yeah, man. I just like it. It's like I said, like a big grass shrimp, I guess you'd say. Get down a little bit. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. Or heck I'm thinking. All this comes apart. It's just the plastic's wanting to come down. Got your little claws right there, your two antennae. That's what it reminds me. I know it's a crawl, but it reminds me of like a grass shrimp. A little small profile bait, but got all the extra baggage right there. I think it's gonna be good. And matter of fact, that'll be the first bait I throw when I get back out there for them bass. When I can take a break from my crappie. So anyway, like that. I like it a lot. And that's old school, baby. That just reminds me of some old school baits that we had back, 80s. I was probably fishing about the 80s. Sure, I was fishing before, but that'd have been like a bobber and a cork and a worm, like an earthworm or a red worm, something like that. So I'm digging that, dude. I think that's gonna get munched on, especially in certain areas, man. If you got grass, I don't know how well, you ain't gonna want to punch with this bait, I wouldn't think, but man. Because all this extra stuff, it's hard to punch with a little. It ain't hard to punch, but you'll wind up tearing all that off. But, bro, a little 2-aught hook on there. I think that's going to be money. What y'all think? I know it is. And again, as I've said before, I like different. So, it may not mean you're going to catch, but I do. I catch with different stuff. Different stuffs. Yeah, I like that little profile, man. I really do. And I just like the small little tentacles on it. Got your little bitty claws. Like I said, it reminds me of a grass shrimp more than a crawl, but these even open. But you know how it is when you first take plastic out. These open up like their little claws. And like their two little antennae or antennas, whatever it is. Oh, I'm liking it. Liking it, baby. Going old school. Going old school. Yeah, it's going to have some good action, too. Yes, sir. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. A lot. Again, the MF Craw from Ngraves Bait Molds. And again, I'm not 100% sure on the history of it, but I think it was one that they were making back in the day. Don't know that for sure, but I like it. And it reminds me of, like I said, old school, baby. Makes me want to grab a Zebco 33. Even though now they're all made with like plastic crap in them and all, but remember when I was a kid, boy, you could, a Zebco 33, you could catch anything with it. It didn't matter. catfish, crappie, bass, it didn't matter. I got me a new 33 Classic one time. Boy, I thought I was a crap. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was the stuff. So there's that green pumpkin pink. Again, guys, these are the colors I'm carrying. These top 4 right there. The pink, the yellow, the lime green, and the orange. Again, 1 ounce, $4. 2 ounces, $7.50 per color. You can hit me up at 5.0custombaits@gmail.com. Bam! 5.0, the number 0, not the letter. And of course, I got another mold in the way. And of course, Mr. Graves. These are available at Ngraves.com. I'll put that right there as well. Right there as well. MF Craw 3 cavity mold. So I'm going to have to shoot it like 5 more times. Get me a bag full of them to put in my boat. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching. I hope everybody stays safe during this next cold front that's coming. Hope you keep your power on, all that good stuff. That's pretty much it. Thank you to these soldiers out there, these deputies, our law enforcement, firemen, everybody else, first responders, basically. Thank you guys for what you do. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching. Let's go catch some fish. We'll see.